Welcome back to another edition of Sports Scene. I'm Cameron Townsend. It's county championship time for our spring sports. First up, we'll head to Catonsville High School for a Baltimore County Girls Lacrosse Championship game between the top two teams, the Towson Generals and the Hereford Bulls. The Generals lost 9-7 a few weeks ago, but they had their eye on being the county champs.
It was a beautiful day for some lacrosse, as the Towson Generals were primed and ready for their matchup against the Hereford Bulls, who were trying to win their fourth straight county championship. Towson didn't waste any time getting on the board, as Mary Claire Hubeck puts a move on her defender and puts it in the net. Kara Janishevsky uses her speed around her defender and fires it in for the goal for a 2-0 lead with 21 minutes left in the half. Towson would build a 5-0 lead as Hubeck scores her second goal of the game. Hereford would finally cash in with this goal by Lindsay Moneymaker with 7 minutes and 27 seconds left in the half. The Generals would continue to dominate as they scored 6 consecutive goals. With seconds left in the half, Jordan Peterson would score an important goal to end the first half. The Bulls were down 11-2 at the half. Early in the second half, the Bulls' Maya Antonakis finds the cutting Kennedy Ziegler, who finds the back of the net. But the Generals would come right back as Janishevsky gets the hat trick as she unleashes this laser and they take a 12-3 lead. At this point of the game, the momentum turned in favor for the Bulls as they would go on an unbelievable 9-0 run. Goal after goal. Then Peterson, on a free position, knotted it up at 12 with her fourth goal of the game, and that's how the second half would end. They would go into double overtime, and Ziegler would find Madison Izzo, who would score the winning goal in her only goal of the game. The Bulls win 13-12 in an incredible comeback. They are Baltimore County champs for the fourth straight time.
Now that was an unbelievable game. Next up, we have the Boys Lacrosse County Championship game. The undefeated Catonsville Comets had their eye on the prize against another powerhouse, the Hereford Bulls, who they beat 7-6 earlier in the season. Did the Bulls have plans of their own? Let's see if we get another thrilling game.
Now it was the boys' turn, as Hereford and Catonsville were fired up for this one. Byron Newman was hot early as he makes a move on his defender and finds the back of the nylon for a quick 1-0 lead. He wasn't done yet, because 4 minutes later, he muscles his way and fires this shot into the cage. Hereford didn't panic as Ryan Martino finds Trey Gibbons, who shoots over the top of his defender for the score. They would score again when Martino finds Baylor Davis, who has no problem finding the net, taking a 3-2 lead into the second quarter. Catonsville would score twice in the quarter, and of course Newman had one, which was the hat trick, and they would take a 4-3 lead. Then, Hereford would tie it up at 4 with this shot by Colin Lee at the half. Hereford would get out to a 6-4 lead with 10 minutes left in the quarter. Then Catonsville would score twice and tie it up at 6. But Hereford stayed on the gas, and they would get on the board again and take a 7-6 lead into the fourth quarter. It started out as a defensive battle, but William Robertson finds Jay Rollo, who finds the top of the net for the score, and we are tied up at 7. Then, Newman muscles his way and scores the winning goal in an 8-7 victory. Catonsville stays undefeated and are county champs.
Now you can't ask for two better championship games than that. So now we head to CCBC Catonsville for our Baltimore County Softball Championship game as the Catonsville Comets take on the Carver Center Wildcats. In 2 earlier matchups this season, they both came out with a victory. So let's see who wins the rubber match for all the marbles.
CCBC Catonsville, the site for the 2022 Baltimore County Softball Championship game. The Wildcats from the Carver Center host the Catonsville Comets for a chance at county supremacy. Let's get right to it. Top of the first, Catherine Bielski gets things going for Catonsville with a single up the middle. She'll advance to second on the play. A few pitches later, a wild pitch in the dirt gets by catcher Madeline Gold. A throw off the mark will score 2, and the Comets take a 2-0 lead early on. Moving to the third, Abigail Mitchell lays down a beautiful bunt. She beats out the throw at first, and Catonsville's cooking again. Runner on third, Alyssa Achman grounds to second. Margaret Kreese with a perfect slide, and it's 4-0 through 3. Fourth inning, bases juiced, 1 out for the Comets. Here's Kreese with a ground ball that makes it through the left side. 2 come home, and Catonsville blows it open. 7-0 through 4. We head to the 6th. Haley Fry puts one in the air to center. Immediately, she's thinking 2. No, wait, she's thinking 3. Down big, need to be aggressive, right? Well, for that, how about all 4? The inside the Parker puts Carver on the board. Last call for the Wildcats, down 7-1. Lauren Allender with a well-placed hit brings in another. 7-2 now. Wildcats with 2 in scoring position. Robin Palmer gets the ribby and beats the throw at first, and Carver smells comeback. But Catonsville puts that to rest with a routine grounder to second, and the Comets take home the title of Baltimore County champions, defeating Carver by a final score of 7-3.
That's it for this edition of Sports Scene. Thanks for watching. I'm Cameron Townsend, and I will see you next time.